All right, Ron. 3, 2, 1, action.
Good morning. We're out here in the vineyard this morning. We're working on the 5 rows of Itasca that we have out here. I went through earlier and they did a rough prune, cut everything below the bottom wires here. If you look up through here, you can see these rows here. We haven't done yet, these 3 rows. These 2 rows over here, we've gone through and done the final cut on those. So they're done for right now. You can see they're starting to, that row there I cut last night. They were starting to weep pretty good. You're gonna start to see some bud swell on these Itasca. Anyway, this is the one I'm just getting ready to start on. So I want to get everything cut down to about 2 buds. So cut that off there. This is pretty small, so I cut it down. So maybe one of these lower ones will pick up this year. This one out. Doesn't look too good. I think I got roughed up there. I'll take that one clear out. This one I want to leave this like this. Take this one out here. Leave a couple buds there. Leave that like that. Take this one off here. This one's down low. Get that one out. This one here. Eventually I might train this one this way. So I'll just leave a bud on that one right there. See if that one will take off. Take this out here. This is a higher one. Take it out. I'd like to get this down here, but there's nothing coming out. So let's go like that for this year. Take that off of there. Get it off.
So the people
this
that are
off.
So the people that are new, tell them the reason for wanting to have something closer.
You want to try to keep your shoots coming down from as low as you can to the main cordon. So if it gets tempered too high, then you're going to keep growing like this one is here. Next year, it's going to want to come up here, so you keep getting higher all the time. You want to get it down as close as you can to the main cordon.
That way, most of your fruit is all in this area.
And we could possibly, on this one, I'm going to keep this one for this year. Bring it down, because if this one does well, then it may eliminate this whole trunk here and work with this one, so everything's coming off of one trunk right up to here. So we're going to move that one down to keep it for this year. And you want to try to keep the last bud coming out, you want to kind of keep it on the lower side so it's training out this way like this one did here. Because if you come out the top, then you got to bend it down. But this way you're just kind of bending it up. It makes it easier to work with.
Bend it down.
Here's another one. That's, just going to leave that for right now anyway. This one, see, there's something coming here. So maybe if I cut this back, hopefully that one will take off so I can bring this whole thing down next year. But the best I've got right here is up here. So I'm going to take that, leave that, take that out.
And when he's talking about bud swell, that's right. I don't know if I can get that on the camera.
And this one, I've got this I'm working with here. I'm going to take this out this year. Get this off. There. I'm going to take this whole part off right here. So I got a nice cordon to work with here now. That's essentially what we're going to be doing with these plants. Each one's different, but we try to do the best we can with them.
And these are our vine ties. Just what Dad's tying everything up with.
Here's one that died the year before. I'm hoping, looks like I can probably get something.
I was trying to explain what the vine tie was. So they normally come in longer pieces. This is just half of one. The middle part's right there. And you just cut them. If you need a shorter one, which is what we do all of the main tying down with. But some of the time when you got to tie like trunks together.
Turn it that way.
Jeez. You gotta watch it.
I warned you.
Yeah, at least you warned me this time. What'd you try that out for? But we'll sometimes have to use the whole section or the whole vine tie to be able to tie 2 vines together. So we'll be going through and we'll be getting all the ties off the bases of these just so they're not growing around them. But that's what we're working on right now. Oh yeah, he's trying to tie down a new one. And these we've learned that roughly from when you get it up to the wire, it's your what do you call that? Half arm length?
Yeah.
Up to your elbow, hand and elbow is all the longer you want to keep those.
Because otherwise it's gonna where's one here?
If you actually find an
I cut a lot of these back already. If you get too long, because when the buds break, they're going to start it out at the end and work back. So if you got it too long, you're going to get the buds to break out there, and then it's not going to fill in on the backside like you want it to. If that makes any sense.
Probably not.
And you want fairly good size. This is almost getting too small out here, but I'm going to keep it. Maybe not. No, because that's a little bit of damage there.
And this is what it's like working for him.
Yeah. Never a dull moment.
Decides one thing and then changes his mind after you do something.
And this no more than I got. I probably would take this one out, but I'm going to leave it this year and work with this one. I would have just taken this out and worked with this one, but I want to get enough bud count on this one particular plant. So when this is wanting to come out this way, so I'll leave that one. And maybe this will grow out.
So when you're talking, you want to leave a certain amount of buds. Where do you start counting the buds at?
I start counting the bottom. Well, sometimes I count one right there, but I'll count those like this two there. Here's two here.
1 and 2.
But actually, it's probably 3 because there's one's going to pop right here. This is one you want to make sure you're hoping this one will pop anyway, too. So if you just leave no more than 3 total, 2 up above and then 1 right here, and then hopefully this one will pop out next year, and then this whole thing can be taken off, and this will be the one you'll work with. If that makes sense.
Yep. Oh, perfect.
Gee,
at least to me. Maybe to nobody else, but you're paying me, so. All right. With that, what else are we going to work on? We got reporting we're working on right now, so that's always
we'll work on that this afternoon. We're at the winery.
Yep, because we got to open
quarterly reports.
Yay!
Quarterly and monthly reports both. We always have monthly reports to do for the distillery. This month we have monthly and quarterly.
Sure, be nice if you had somebody that would do that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, would be.
All right. Ron, give him the good word for the day. We got less than a minute to wrap this up to make it under 10 minutes.
Get to work.
Oh, come on now. Give him a good word.
Okay, enjoy the day.
Enjoy the day.
It's a beautiful sunshiny day out here and the wind's not blowing for a change. And it's roughly 40, well, it was 40 this morning earlier. Well, actually it got down to 30, almost 33. But now it's starting to warm up. Feels warmer with the sun out and no wind.
It's 42 degrees right now, by the way.
Yeah. That's what I said, didn't I?
I don't know. All right. Thank our sponsors.
Go ahead. You can thank them.
You can.
They can hear you.
No, you have the mic on. I don't have mine.
You have your mic on.
Just say it. Everybody likes it when you say it better.
Yeah.
Especially in the last video.
If I don't mess it up. We'd like to thank our... Told you not to do that. You messed up a perfectly good video today.
Yep, you sure did.
Oh.
Boy,
it's going to be one of those days, I can tell. Anyway, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Whiskey Run Creek Winery and Distillery at Brownville, Nebraska. So everyone have a good day.
Is that all?
That's all.
All right. Thanks again, everybody, for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.